I'd like to introduce Debra from England, who has chronic fatigue syndrome. Welcome, Debra.
Hello.
Could you tell me when you first started to notice your symptoms?
It was back in 2009. I have a thyroid problem as well, and I found that I was increasing my dosage as time went on. I was I started off on 1 grain of Armour, and I was up to 6 grains in the end to increase my energy.
Mm-hmm.
I found that when I went for the blood test that it was far too high, and I was getting symptoms of overactive thyroid. So I went to see my specialist, Dr. Wright, and he diagnosed me with the chronic fatigue. He said I should cut down my thyroid medication. There was a protein that was similar. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know all the medical stuff, but he said that's why I was increasing my Armour. It was to compensate for the chronic fatigue. So he prescribed me with LDN, and I was able to cut down my Armour gradually to a normal level. And that's it. I forget what the question was now.
That's okay. That bit could be edited out.
Yeah.
So, let me just start again. What symptoms were you experiencing as well as the chronic fatigue?
I was getting dry eyes, breathlessness, and especially when I wake up. I was just feeling extremely tired, and I was, despite being on my thyroid medication, it was mainly the breathing and the eyes, problem with my eyes. That was the main thing.
Did you have any pain?
I can't remember, to be honest, because I got diagnosed very quickly, and I was all right after that. But with the thyroid problem, I didn't know if it was the thyroid that was causing it, because I did have pain with that. So I don't really know, because I was lucky I got diagnosed early.
That's okay.
Things got any worse, you see.
When did you start LDN?
I'm not sure the exact date, but I'd estimate it's probably about 2 years ago. I've done it about 2 years now.
Did you have any side effects when you first started?
I had vivid dreams and some insomnia for probably about a month, but then that went away.
And how long did it take for you to start noticing the benefits?
Probably a few days. I think it was very quick.
Wow. What dose did you start on?
Let me see if I got it right down. I started on, I think it was 3 millilitres. That was the minimum. And I'm on 4.5 now.
Okay. If you had to score your rating for quality of life on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, what would you say it was before LDN?
I'd say it was probably 2 to 3.
And what would you say it is now?
8 to 9.
Wow, that's amazing in 2 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's very good. And how has your thyroid problems been since you've been on LDN?
Well, I'm on the normal dose now, which is 2 grains, and it's controlled. It's within the normal limit. So I've got no complaints from the hospital now.
And what do the doctors think to your success?
What my GP? I've asked about GP prescribing it for me, but he said that they can't. So I get it privately, get it off the internet now. From e-meds, because my consultant is not practicing at the moment. So I'd like to get it from the GP, obviously, but They won't do it.
And what would you say to other people who are contemplating trying LDN but might be a bit frightened?
I think they've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. I don't think it does you any harm. And you know, if you're desperate and you've tried everything, I think it's the best thing. I'm really glad that my doctor, my specialist, told me about it before I got worse.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think it's halted the disease. So I'm just sorry some people haven't been given it.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Barbara. Barbara, goodness me. I'm getting tired. I'll have to start that bit again.
Have I answered it all right? Or did
You
I
have.
ramble a bit? Yeah.
You have. No, that's fine. Did you want to add anything else before I end it?
It's just that I recommend it to anyone that's got an autoimmune disease.
Mm-hmm.
I think it will work for a lot of people.
Well, thank you, Debra, for sharing your story with us.
You're welcome.